Yellow!
Hey bud, what's up?
Oh, just getting going here.
Place a disaster?
Oh yeah, big time, bud.
Let's make this happen.
Sounds good.
I'll be up front. Bye.
Let's go to the McDons house. Let's go to the McDons. Let's go to the McDons house and play some songs. Let's go to the McDons house. Let's go to the McDons. Let's go to the McDons house and play some songs.
Thanks, everybody.
It's Ryan's spot of the week. It's Ryan's spot of the week.
Today I wanted to talk about ghosts. I mean, everybody hears ghost stories growing up. You know, movies, hauntings, poltergeists on Unsolved Mysteries, throwing dishes at your head, banshees. Those are essentially like the Irish screaming version of a ghost. I think they're usually female with long, flowing rock and roll hair. But ghosts have been around for a long time. Ancient Mesopotamia, writings on the wall, cave drawings of spirits and ghosts floating around haunting the shit out of people. You know, we got Ghost Dad, Bill Cosby, falling downstairs, tripping balls on roller skates. You know, you got creepy Patrick Swayze haunting the shit out of Demi Moore. I would probably haunt the shit out of Demi Moore too. You know, that she had that 80s Busch Garden thing going. Ancient Greece, they had ghosts. Egyptians, you know, they believed in them. Which brings us to our next point, a ghost shit, you know? You spend a nice long time in the toilet working on it, and when you're done, it's not in the toilet, and you know, you could have sworn that you took a dump, but when you look down, it's gone. You wipe your arse, it's perfectly clean. Where did the shit go? I don't know. Ghost shit. I mean, what are ghosts, you know? A lot of people say it's basically people that die with unfinished business, you know, like you're going to the bank and you had to make some kind of a transaction, but you died. And that transaction has to be made, so now you're basically a ghost hanging out in front of the RBC. You gotta pay your visa, for God's sakes. If we actually ever find solid evidence of ghosts, tonight at 7, we discovered a ghost in the parking lot. Every single ghost show is practically the exact same. Dude, did you just hear that? What the freak was that, man? What about orbs? A lot of ghost investigators out there, you know, and they're like, oh, we have evidence of orbs on camera. It's essentially just the light from your flash bouncing off dust particles or rain particles. So then we got EVPs, electronic voice phenomenon, and apparently, you know, people are hanging out in the room, there's supposed to be ghosts there, and you're asking questions and recording nothing. You left room for a response in between the question. You don't hear anything, but when you play the tape back later, you hear some kind of a weird electronic-y, screechy voice. And I mean, that's just, I mean, come on. Every time you hear one, you can't make out what it says, and Buddy says, oh, did you hear that? He said, it said get out. And it's just somebody's friggin' book rattling. Did you hear that? It said frig off. So take a look at some of the good ghost photos and stuff out there. First off, we got the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. Apparently, this woman was named the Brown Lady because when you seen her in the stairwell or in the hall, your pants would unexplainably turn into a shitty brown color. It's because you shit your pants. I don't know if you got that one. The Newby Church Ghost. This photograph was taken in '63 by the Reverend K.F. Lord in North Yorkshire. Pretty sure that's in England. I mean, it's this creepy looking, massive demonic figure standing at the altar. And the Reverend, he was just trying to put together a nice, friendly pamphlet to send to your family so you might think about going to his church and praying. But guess what? This friggin' massive ghostly image shows up. To this day, it's one of the coolest photos ever. Skeptics out there, they say, you know, obviously this wasn't Photoshop, this is '63, but this is a double exposure. Or the guy from the Scream movies making his debut appearance. And finally, we got the Hampton Court Palace Ghost. So this is a crazy castle. This isn't just a photo, it's an actual security camera video clip. So we got this old creepy castle, you know, King Henry VIII. They keep getting issues with the friggin' security alarm going off. So they check the friggin' godforsaken security cameras. Creepy ghost figure kicks open the door. And I mean, even if it's fake for some reason, some douchebag out there like me faking it, the face looks creepy as shit, number one, and that dress is totally from the 1500s. So somebody went out of their way to make this seem kind of legit. And I mean, if it's a ghost, it could very well be King Henry VIII. You know, he's looking to scoop up his 7th wife, right? Lucky number 7. So, you know, people have been reporting ghost sightings for a long time, you know, a lot longer than me and you have been here. And I think it's one of those things that people just, they're not gonna believe unless something happens to them. You come home from work and boom, you see a ghost. But I think the fact of the matter is the majority of the stuff out there, especially YouTube, fake, phony, Photoshop, garbage. I think the only solution is to get Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray together in the same place at once. We should be able to compile some ghost evidence at that point.
Ghost. It's Ryan's spot of the week. It's Ryan's spot of the week.
Please make the power come back on. I wanna hear my favorite song, at least for a minute or two. A remote song is only so long. Oh, I don't wanna sit alone in the dark. Jesus Christ, give me a spark. Oh.
Okay, guys, I gotta say something right here, okay? Because the stage, everybody's crowding the stage. The stage is gonna collapse, so we need everybody to just push back the other way, okay? Just push back. You speak English? Yeah, please just take one. Everybody, just take one step back, okay? Because if the stage collapses and we have to cancel the show, it'll be a big bummer.
Mark's made a list of the best albums in the history of the human being. Records we all should talk about. An album we could all listen to this week.
Sass. All right, this one looks familiar because we're going to go back to season 1 there just for a minute, because I'll tell you, when we did this album, Angel Rap by Voivod, the 5th best album in the history of the human being, I was only up to 70 songs on my list. So we have to kind of get sneak this one in, because I'm up to past 70 songs now, I'm up to 100. And I realized that the song Nuage Frogtail off that album is the 90th best song in the history of the human being. I don't know if that can be excerpted or if we'll just use that as a segue to this next album here. Voivod coming right back at ya. Except we're going to be at number 28 this time. So you might have remembered this one too. Might be more sass, but not quite, because the last time you saw this was when we did that Rare Halloween episode and I was talking about scariest records ever. This might be in the top 5 of scariest records all the time, because you know, Phobos means fear, and it's also a moon of Mars. And Mars brought fear to us. It brought unlove and lizards and ammonia-based atmospheres to us. So basically, 28th best album in the history of the human being, the 9th Voivod album, their 2nd best album. And man, when this album came out, you know, I was already really into Voivod since 1985. I thought I knew it all, but boy, when I put this album on, there was a creepiness to it that was kind of unnerving. That kind of brought a sense of foreboding, and like as if something's coming up from your basement. And this is the scariest Voivod album ever. And I'll tell you, there's something about it that I can't explain. So we'll just have to go blank here for a moment. Voivod! So what else can be said? You're supposed to go blank when you're next to mind-altering work like this. So here, what can we say? Man, oh man. I even saw them on this tour and all that, and even though they were only given a half-hour sense, there was a sense of fear in the building, I'll tell you. Almost as if it was a cavernous tunnel effect that I was sinking into. So, I don't know. I just don't know what else to really say. We could talk really about the incidentalies right off the bat, but it seems kind of sad because I should be going on forever about this album, on how great it is and stuff like that, and how it's amongst the darkers. But I really don't know what to say, except, you know, you should just listen to it and you should know what I'm talking about and all this stuff, and this should be kept, you know, in a dark corner. But the incidentalies are that, you know, that this album also includes the best Voivod song ever, which is the title song, Phobos, which clocks in at, what, number 88? And this album includes the 4th best Voivod song, called Forlorn, which clocks in at, I don't know if it clocks in, but it's at number 91 in the history of the human race as far as song titles go, or best songs are. So there we go. I don't know. I just feel like I'm sassing like I did by forgetting the song on Angel Rat here, but it just has to be sometimes that, you know, you gotta be meek and stupid and unknowing next to great things like this. So, I don't know. Is there more to say? This is like, maybe I should mention E-Force, Eric Forrest, because Eric was only on 4 Voivod albums, well 5, but there's one in a vault, if you know what I mean. So, you know, this is a little off the beaten path. This is the Power Trio lineup. And it was pretty cool too, because that 4th best song, number 91, Forlorn, as I mentioned, they even got Snake doing it now in the last couple of tours. So it just goes to show the relevance of it all. The relevance. Yes. I'll repeat that a few more times. You can break down mental defenses through repetition. Did you ever hear of The Fall? So there we go. Voivod with Phobos. Our second CD inclusion here, because I didn't get this on vinyl until it came out a million years later and they even edited, which is more sass. So, you know, this is a little theater of the misunderstood here. And this is Voivod, and this is the 28th best album in the history of the human being. And I'm gonna go.
Mark's made a list of the best albums in the history of the human being. Records we all should talk about. An album we could all listen to this week.
I don't know what you're trying to do. Fix something upstairs, some news, and I make it sense. Your head is lost, getting all your wires crossed. I don't think it'll turn out well. Think you're under some kind of spell, rambling on about this and that. You're messing up, and that's a fact.
Let's go to the McDons house. Let's go to the McDons. Let's go to the McDons house and play some songs.
Thanks, everybody.